Previously on HomeBrew Detritus.
In my input, we should definitely go for that treasure trove first before it's gone.
It's a good ways out.
You said it sounded as though he expected the crisis to come soon.
Hey, that's two for full disclosure. What about Sonder? Sorry.
We're just a bunch of vile, disgusting men.
Sometimes, yeah.
Oh!
It's sweaty!
Goodbye, eardrums.
Yeah.
Have 1 HP left or something?
Limping, but still up.
Ah!
The wolf, this feverish wolf pack is still trying its damnedest to eat the half-orc son.
It's a wolf swarm, not a pack. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, silence your phones like you're in a movie theater.
Oh, sorry.
Alright.
What are those?
So I'm sitting on a disused heater in the corner of my room.
Why do you have a heater?
No, I'm sitting on a disused heater. In the there's very few places that are acoustically not fucked up in this trailer.
He went to the junkyard to get some milk crates to sit on, but all they had was that disused heater.
Get you one of them Japanese tables that you have a blanket around it and they heat from the inside. What are they called? Noob, you're a weeb. What are those called?
A weeb? I have no idea.
It's like I want to say Kubota, but that's wrong. I know that's high. That's large machinery.
No, I thought that was outboard motors.
On Japanese heated blanket.
They also do front end loaders and
Kotatsu.
kotatsu.
That's what you call those pillows with the pictures on them?
No, that's the heated blanket from Japan.
Oh.
Is that the
know.
heated blanket or the heated table?
Heated table blanket thing.
Anytime I see anybody wearing headphones with pink cat ears on it saying Japanese words, I just assume they're talking about tentacle porn.
You know, Noob, you strike me as the kind of person that needs to pre-register on the sex offender list because you think it's going to get you later.
Pretty good. Well, I'll show you why all my stuff's pink. I mean, it's a matching set. On PC, matching set.
Yeah.
Haters can hate.
Everyone pretend to be impressed.
No. I refuse.
The only thing that would make me more horny is if the was rainbow colored.
You want to see rainbow colors?
All this stuff is rainbow
Don't do
colors
this to
here.
yourself, Mahogany. Don't out yourself this way.
I'll do it.
Don't do it.
I like it, especially when it cycles with the black. It's so pretty. I'm not
Show it off.
I'm flexing on the haters. That's right, Mahogany. Show them.
Let's see. Right now, it's doing.
These are much better computers than I've ever owned.
None. Okay. Yes. Excuse my socks and my vodka and my vodka.
A lot of stuff is like the press-on rims, the little plastic ones. They don't really do
Did
much.
you call me the lead press on nails of computers? Is that what I just heard? That's rude.
How much do they improve your performance?
A lot.
This is my game. I can play any game ever made on this thing.
Then why are you with us, dude? Like you could be like doing anything at all, but you're sacrificing all that video game time for this.
I love y'all.
Oh God.
Zoom it in.
Zoom out, please. See my flaws that way.
Oh, it is. You're right, Tucker. That is the most disturbing thing to look up.
So disturbing.
I would argue that we can see less of your flaws the closer we look at your face.
Oh,
That's not nice. It's the stuttering zoom is what gets it. It's that.
You can picture it as like that's what an old man sees when he's running towards something he wants. Like that's the stuttery zoom.
Is that a girl in a booby shirt? Enhance! Enhance!
Let's stop wiggling around in your squeaky chair. Let's get started.
I changed chairs. You can see it back there.
Oh, give us
Is
a
that my
back,
squeaky
give us a
chair?
back and forth. Let's see what it.
Pretty good.
God, that poor chair.
Work it. Work it hard.
My chair is loud.
Dying.
Sorry.
My couch isn't real crunchy sounding, is it?
No,
No, just
I will say-
unless you stuck ice in it.
I uploaded last night episode 3. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I spent hours editing that episode, hours, and fine tuning it and figuring out where it needed to be. And you can judge the quality on your own. But it wasn't until I watched it on my phone last night that I realized, like 56 seconds in, I left just a perfect Frakes farting.
Hold on, now I gotta go look at it.
I watched that opening bit probably 20 times, and it wasn't until it was out for the world that I realized that wasn't just your couch squeaking. That was a straight up you lifting up and brink, real quick conversation. Like, I laughed till my eyes hurt.
How far is it in, Toker?
Like 56, 57 seconds in.
Just a little doo-doo air. Just a little.
Yeah.
Just a hint
I
of
watched
doo-doo
it
air
a
to-
couple times. It was pretty funny.
Oh, fuck, it is
I like
right
how he
there.
didn't really pause his conversation. He just kept on
No.
rolling.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna stop talking because I'm talking out the other hole.
That's the mark of a professional.
Yeah,
Oh, that's a good
Oh.
one. Yeah, that's.
I never noticed.
Yeah, I didn't either. And I've watched that episode more than anybody else, I'm sure, just because of having to edit it. And I would have left it in intentionally, obviously, because that's the kind of humor I like.
Parts are funny.
But maybe my subconscious was just like, he needs a treat a week later. He needs a treat. He needs something to make him laugh. The subconscious blocked out that I left that fart in there so that last night I could have a really good laugh. By the way, welcome, Terrence. Let's just get started.
Yes.
Here we've got a new
Welcome,
voice
Terrence.
for episode
Our,
5.
Hello.
He's riding on our
Let's get on the road.
coattails.
Terrence saw that our first video had literally 140 views, which is more than anything else on the internet now, and just wanted to be a part of what
It's
it
like
is. that we're
everybody on the
doing.
internet.
It's true.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's the whole internet.
It's really
Then some.
I won a contest. That's why I'm here.
As
Yeah,
soon
for
as our
sure.
coattails even fluttered a little bit.
And we just
Crazy
explained a
back
minute
in
ago, our coattails are fluttering because of all of Frakes' gas, but
Hey,
for a reason.
Flatulent, fluttering coattails.
Okay, so here's the truth, viewers at home.
Yeah.
That person they mentioned that didn't show up for the first game,
Yep.
yeah, he was gonna be our rogue.
You, sir.
Now there's a face to the loser.
I'm wallowing in shame here.
Wallow.
I'm really making
Wallow
me want to
deeper.
get a beer. I'm trying to hold off till part 2 to drink beer.
No, drink now.
I really think I might go
Join
get a beer. I haven't needed one
us.
today.
Join
That's where
It's not really
Matt-
pre-gaming if you start drinking when we start playing, right?
Yeah. Look, I was
Exactly.
dead serious last time. Matt, you sounded like you had the most fun those first 2 games. So whatever you have to do to get back in that mindset.
Shots.
Last week I'm
I'm keeping a
I was like,
bottle handy this time too. So
Yeah, I got some.
Yeah.
I brought myself some nice whiskey, some Woodford Reserve.
oh, that's my favorite.
Ooh, whiskey sounds good. I'm getting
And,
ideas. I gotta go down there.
Well, I
Alright,
got
you go
myself a very little glass that I sip on because I have this condition where if I have booze, I want to drink it. So
Yeah.
I limit myself.
That's called alcoholism.
Probably.
So to fill people in, we used to all meet at a game store. Well, most of us all met. Frakes didn't game with us on Wednesdays before, but we used to all meet at a game store. And we would talk about how great it would be to have booze while we game, but you can't do that at a comic book store. So some of us would pre-game and then make it and then game until we got sober, then go home. But now that we all have to sit in our old homes, we should have taken advantage of this way before, I think.
Yeah, I've been doing that
Cheers.
since we started. We got 5 minutes, Tucker.
Yeah, go get it. I can edit out you going to get beer,
Sorry.
or I can leave it in us talking shit about you the whole time. Go get
First off, you guys need to stop showing those labels. We do not need to spice up our podcast with.
I'm
like-
just trying to get Sierra Nevada to send me more of this.
The only thing we need to spice up our lives is Laurie's seasoning salt.
I'll be back.
Laurie's seasoning salt.
You had
Try it.
that there.
I'm gonna scratch your eyes out with a white claw.
This seems like a good place to actually start.
Go ahead.
Good, that's what I'm waiting for.
Yes.
Yeah.
Terrence, are you our live studio audience today?
Yep.
All right.
So this first episode is us introducing Terrence's character. Everybody else take a nap.
And everybody else just, I don't even know why you're here. Task makes his
It's in your
way.
hand. You're supposed to do it off camera.
I guess.
Damn it, I was about to
Starting.
start.
He's starting, man.
That's the start. Put it in.
That's the start. Give us 10 fucking seconds of quiet. God damn
Oh,
it.
that's what we were gonna do.
I didn't know we were starting that.
Here,
He was
I'll do the
counting.
countdown.
Task makes his way into the back of the auditorium. Loads of people are getting ready to put on a play. They're donning costumes, rehearsing lines, moving set pieces around. The show will be starting momentarily. In the back of the auditorium, behind a closed curtain, a particular half-elf is donning a wig for his performance for the night. And he's looking in the mirror to make sure everything is just perfectly normal. On cue, perfect for his performance, when he sees a small halfling come through the curtain. Dorian,
Go.
your information checks out.
I spin around. Oh, hello.
This is Task. You knew that he was investigating your past because of your interest in joining a certain order. It's not often my order is approached with someone looking to join. Normally it's up to us to recruit. So you have to understand our suspicions, but it appears everything you told us checks out for Lith.
Wonderful. My dear uncle always told me to be civic-minded.
He reaches into a small pocket and pulls out a tiny ring. He puts it on the table next to you. Then he reaches into another pocket and pulls out a large satchel full of papers. And he slides those on the table as well. This would be your first opportunity to do something very helpful. You bring a certain skill set that lends itself to more lone operative work. I wish you the best. Welcome to the Order. And he
Thank you.
turns to leave. As you slide out the papers, the first thing you see on top of one of them is information that talks about a local street gang called the Salters. Several months later, we find ourselves in the woods outside of Yarnum, a party of 5. But we find a party of 5 outside that had just tangled with a couple of, wolf swarms.
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 2 makes a swarm, by the way.
Yeah, 2 make a swarm. Thanks, Pathfinder.
Can our party function as a swarm if we wanted it to? We're medium creatures.
We are medium creatures.
We're a swarm.
It could be a swarm.
If you share a space, you can swarm.
Yeah,
as
we can all occupy the same 5-foot space. We just practice. It'd be like, well, there's
We're
no
25-foot swarm.
You can lash yourselves together, like make a
Yeah, it'll be a swarm.
5 backs.
Arms flailing out on the side.
That's some body
There's,
horror right there.
Those caged corpse things in Dark Souls.
I remember a bad kung fu movie where they shot a bundle of people like in a ballista, but it was people strapped together.
That was a Bollywood movie.
Yeah.
I've seen that where they're in shields and they're like a bullet that smashes through the
Yeah.
wall and then they come out fighting. I think that's the
Oh,
same
well.
movie where the
love
dude shoots an
Hollywood
arrow that
movies.
turns into a snake, and then another dude shoots an arrow that turns into a bird that eats the arrow that was a snake.
That's also a
Yeah.
prestige class in this game, I think. That's Bollywood Archer, isn't it? Ranger.
Archer.
Yeah, you
I
gotta have a
think that's
20-minute musical number before every attack. It's not worth it.
Yes.
Bard, Ranger.
Everybody's part bard. Everybody has to have at least one level of bard.
That's the next game.
Ooh, a
Snow.
Hollywood campaign. Oh, you're tough.
Start out level 2, but everybody's first level is bard. That's good.
I want to be the dude who power slides the horse underneath the tractor trailer.
We all do.
Hollywood
man.
movies
We
are
all
some
do.
of the most imaginative movies, though. They're always very, I don't know, the budgets are never what they need to be, but they're some of the most
Gonzo.
interesting, crazy.
So the party, after the attack of the
Swarm.
wolf swarm, and finding out that the tomb that they found had the, what was it? The words, the to the south, a home you will find, written in the religious script.
Desna runes.
Desna runes.
Yep.
You guys pick yourselves up. Mainly pick Razbad up because he was prone again and getting eaten by wolves. Dust yourselves off and begin to trek to the south.
For someone so completely covered in metal dust, things always want to eat you, don't they, Razbad?
Well, it's been known to happen, but I always get up. That's what counts.
Yeah, you can only not get up once, though. So I mean, there's. It's okay. You know what? We're gonna keep you alive this whole camp.
Hey, if they're eating Kevin, they're not eating the rest of you. That's, you know.
That's right. That's what I'm fine with that.
But as the party decides to make its way south, little does it know, several pairs of eyes are watching them from the distance.
I think I had like a 20 perception check. That was on film. I should have known that at least 10 of those eyes were watching us.
You didn't.
What?
This is flavor peeping.
Oh.
Flavor people.
That's still illegal, no matter what state you're in.
That is not a legal defense.
So if I need some of you guys that are in the main party to give me a survival check as you begin to follow the clues to trek to the south.
Do I
It's a
have?
flavor survival check.
Now, this will be an actual one. Just use Noob's dice cam. It's phenomenal.
Oh, I need dice. Oh God. I have no bonus in that, so that's good.
Don't worry,
Oh,
I have a +3. Watch out, ladies. Gives me a 16.
12.
An 11.
8 plus 7, 15.
All right.
15.
So between Amon and Razbad, you guys head in what you believe to be the right direction. It's towards the end of the day where you come across, you come through the brush and you see an old like pin-up teepee, but the flaps on it and the sides are kind of ragged and torn. There's a stack of lumber that has been chopped, but it chopped indefinite amount of time before because it's starting to get like moldy and just weather torn. There's a small, well, not small, but there's a fire pit in the middle there, but it's a little larger than normal. It seems for like 1/10 for what somebody was doing, but that's the scene you guys come across.
I want to give a quick search over the area, make sure this isn't some sort of trap.
Okay.
That's a 20.
Okay. You do see some random animal tracks, a couple deer tracks, small game, things of that nature. The only footprint, humanoid-sized footprint you find, you can give me a survival check, but even without one, you can tell it's been here for a long time. It's not recent.
Is there a structure as far as like I know you said it was a camp, but was there like a
14 on
building or anything?
survival.
Yeah, the footprint's a month old, if not older. As far as structures go, it's just the one kind of tent area, or just the one tent, and then the lumber chopped up.
Can I do a perimeter to secure the perimeter? Basically, just make sure that there's nothing laying in wait for us
Sure.
around the edge. Just walk the perimeter, basically. 10 on the dice is a 13.
Yeah. No, it's like I said, you don't see anything out of the ordinary. The trees have been thinned a little bit here, but overall, it's kind of dense forest and this kind of camp in the middle of nowhere.
So that, but the puzzle, or the runes on there said that we were looking for.
In the south, a home you will find.
Right. Which, I mean, I guess that doesn't necessarily mean a physical structure, but.
Right.
This may also not be the place.
What time of day is it?
It's getting pretty late.
Yeah. Whether or not it's the place, we should probably stop here anyway.
I guess.
I agree.
I had detect magic in the area, just in the general area. I'm kind of in the center, close, I guess, close to the wood pile.
Okay.
And just in general, detect magic to see if anything.
You detect a faint aura coming from the fire pit.
I will. If I'm where the wood pile is how far away is the fire pit?
5 or 10 feet.
I'll just kind of walk over because it's just a faint aura. I'll walk over and kind of peer in
Okay.
to the fire pit.
Give me an
I got dark
intelligence
vision.
check.
While he's rolling that intelligence check, the tent, does it look like it would be serviceable for us as a group to use tonight, or is it too ragged?
It's a 2-person tent, and it's pretty ragged.
Okay.
It's good because we're a swarm, so we can fit. I got a 14 intelligence check.
You remember a certain passage from the father's notes. And when you start putting 2 to 2 together, you realize that he'd left a clue for when you got to this point inside his book. And the clue is the ash speaks to the pure of the heart's dance.
All right, so I'll call. So I remember that. So I guess I get his journal out and flip through and find that part, and then I'll call my guys, everybody come over, and I'll read it to them. And it's the heart.
I'll read it again.
Heart's pure to what?
The ash speaks to the pure of heart dance.
The pure of heart dance. What does that mean?
Gotta do a spellcraft.
You can on the faint fire pit.
I rolled a 1, so that gives me a 9.
So it's evocation.
Can I do a wisdom check on this?
Sure.
No idea what it is. So I'll read you guys.
18.
I don't know what to do with it.
21 on a wisdom check.
It seems like it might be a play on words. The ash speaks obviously makes you think, because that's where the magic is, that's where what it's talking about. But the pure of heart dance could mean a number of things. What are some things that dance?
Well,
Fire
blank.
dances.
Fire dances.
There it is.
So maybe light this thing up.
I feel like I handed that to you.
Yeah.
I also dance.
That's okay, man.
See, that's what I wanted, was to
Let's
get
try
everyone
let's try the
dancing
fire
around.
first.
the fire.
I just rolled a natural 20 on a performance dance, giving me a 23.
All right.
Try.
Dance.
Right, guys, everybody.
Yeah.
We take another 10 seconds. Well, right now, Matt will interpretive dance for us on the screen. So.
Oh, I think I got the interpretation.
Oh,
He calls that
See,
dance
the-
You
before
want to
coffee.
see more?
See the full unedited dance on Patreon.
Ugh.
Oh,
So we
okay.
start stacking wood into the pit.
Put your pants back on for the rest of it.
Yeah, I don't have to. Nobody's going to see.
Or will they?
Oh,
Oh,
So,
he
yeah.
froze on that dumb smile.
At least he froze
It's
there.
almost not like you slow down to look at a car wreck.
See, that's how you freeze frame, Kevin.
Yeah.
I thought the FBI came and got you.
I'm back. I'm back.
This is a children's show, please.
Children, not that kind of
Now you're
show.
back.
No, not that kind of children's show.
I don't even know where it froze.
With you smiling at the screen because you'd made such
Yeah,
a
it
clever
was
joke by throwing the camera
pretty-
to your crotch.
Pretty good pose.
It was a very self-pleased camera freeze. It was.
Haha, they looked at my weenie.
Actually, y'all stop right around navel. Y'all were at
Oh.
my navel.
Well, now I'm
Yeah.
disappointed.
Yeah.
Depending on length and how you're laying, navel could be where your penis is at. And that's
Impressive.
yeah, wishful thinking.
Especially if you're fat and it has to go all the way over a hill.
Yeah.
Impressive.
It's the other side of that.
For some people, that's like hobbits going to Mordor. That's
Takes 3 days to cross that
an
mountain.
impossible task, and it needs the help of a wizard.
A wizard, a dwarf, and Viggo Mortensen.
Oh,
Little Orlando in there for flavor.
oh.
No.
All right,
See,
so
So you start stacking the wood on the fire pit.
then I'll take a flint and steel and
I can
light it
quit
up.
dancing and come help move this shit.
Oh, sorry.
No, we go ahead and start the fire up.
All right. You guys build a fire on top of this little small fire pit. Without having to make a check, because it's fairly obvious. When the fire starts, it looks normal, but it doesn't feel normal. It doesn't seem to be putting off much, if any, heat.
I try to touch it.
What is your alignment?
My alignment?
Yeah.
True neutral.
Okay. As your hand gets close to the flame, it should be hot and it's not hot, but then as your hand gets really close to the flame, then all of a sudden the heat is there and it burns. You take 1 point of fire damage.
Oh, be careful, guys. It's an evil flame.
You know, the rest of you just watch the wizard stupidly stick his hand into a fire.
I just touched it. I got close to it and touched it. Information. Oh God. Forgot I was level 2.
Well, I saw him start to put his hand in there, right? And then
Yeah.
he pulls away at a certain point. I will cautiously try to see how close I can get.
Okay. What is your alignment?
I am chaotic good.
Okay. Your hand
let
gets close and it actually enters the flame, and you can feel something solid inside that's not the wood.
I'll grab it.
But, okay, give me a fortitude check.
All right. Ooh,
That awful good.
that is a 10.
Okay. You go to put your arms, your fingers around whatever this hard metal feeling object is, and then it starts to burn severely, and you instinctively let go, and you take 3 fire damage.
What are you doing?
There's something
More
in there.
prayers on Sunday there, bud.
Something in there.
It only burns when you grab it, so you gotta be quick.
Yeah, that's how fire works.
I am quick.
Give it a shot.
I'll try.
Sure.
Akage, what is your alignment?
Neutral good.
All right. Same thing that happens with Amon. You're able to reach in, and you do suddenly, as soon as your hand's in the fire, it's almost like something's placed into your hand. Give me a fortitude save.
6.
Okay. You take 1 point of fire damage, but feel like you could do it.
Then I will pull it out.
Okay. You have your hand around it, and the warmth, it hurts at first, but then you feel it's a tinge that normally associates with kind of a fear and hatred from you because of your past. But this immediately, once that tingle passes through your fingers, you get kind of a sense of calm and peace. And what you pull out is this weird, it's a silver locket. It's about palm size, perfectly round, with a small latch and chain dangling off. The symbols on it are familiar. They're some of the same Desna symbols you've seen at the father's house on the floor, the circle protection, and then that lockbox. But this has that same kind of thing on it.
So we just fear as the mind killer this thing?
Sure.
Dune?
I'm not
Dune?
a Dune
Okay.
person.
Never mind.
Basically, yes.
So I pull out the locket. The locket's not hot. It's not burning me.
It's quite cool.
He's even smoking a cigarette.
That's not cool.
Hmm.
That's a trick that the cigarette companies taught us.
But Joe Campbell says it's cool.
So I'm holding it in my hand. There was something in it. This was obviously magical. And I throw it to Cullen. Or I hand it. This is obviously magical. Please take it from me.
I'll take it or hold
Thank
my
you.
hand out.
Cullen, as you go to grab it, the heat radiates off of it severely.
Yeah. Does it hurt?
Yeah, I mean, if you touch it, it would be like touching a hot skillet.
So I'm saying he dropped it in my hand, so I immediately toss it to the ground.
I pick it up.
And I'll say it just
Oh.
burned shit out of me.
Sonder, what is your alignment?
Chaotic good.
Okay, give me a
Hey.
fortitude save.
Twinsies.
Yeah, yeah.
It was quite cool to the touch.
That is a 10.
Okay, so same thing. God, y'all can't roll above a 10, can you?
Yeah.
Right, not right this minute, no. It's not a poison or a disease.
No, it is not. It is judging. It's judging your
Your
heart.
purity.
So like
Yeah.
it burns a little when you grab it. You take 1 point of fire damage.
No, I
I'll
don't.
Oh, you don't.
Mm-mm.
You have fire resistance.
I do.
Okay, so then you're able to handle it then.
Yeah. That's why I picked it up.
Nice.
So you
I
can-
was like smirking and watching you guys be all macho and grab things, knowing that I could do it. But
I've been screaming like a girl for the last 10 minutes, so.
yeah, that's okay. Sonder found it humorous.
Sonder, as you pick the item up, you're able to handle it, manipulate it because of your fire resistance. You can tell that it's quite powerful, but you're not sure what it is without actually opening the locket up.
I opened the locket.
All right, when you open the locket, a bright light shoots out from it, and it goes up and dissipates into the sky. And then as your vision kind of clears from that sudden brightness, you can see that the inside of it is a compass. But instead of pointing north, give me I've already said it. I was going to say give me a survival check, but it's not pointing north. It's pointing west, kind of in a westerly direction.
Has anybody ever seen a compass that points west instead of north?
A broken one.
Looks
But
like we
I-
found a broken compass.
I think there is more to it than this.
He left
But-
it here as a clue to point us towards the next.
Yeah, we have to go west, but I think this is a good spot to camp for the night.
I agree. And between that bright shining light and the fact that it only burns some of us, It is obviously our next step. But with that light, we will need to keep watch.
If we close it, does the light go off?
As you close it, the light does go off. And then you hear from the forest to the south, I don't know if setting up camp's going to be in your best interest.
I do want to know.
Oh Lord, it's the lumberjacks.
I mean, we should have expected somebody. We did happen upon a camp.
I'm glad we
guys
got this
turn-
fire lit.
You guys turn and look south, and there's a kind of a seedy looking human wearing like a long coat. He's got kind of a nasty grin, long kind of greasy hair. I think you found something that might belong to me, he says.
I don't believe that is the case, sir.
Can we see his hands?
You can.
Is he wearing one of the rings?
He is not.
Okay.
I slip it into my upstairs pocket for safekeeping, and we can go ahead and get this party started.
Well, I'll tell him. Let's go. We'll go ahead and move on then. See you later, sir.
Yes, if this is your camp, we are sorry for intruding. But we are not giving you anything of ours.
You know, that's mighty bold words from someone surrounded.
That's mightier
Shit.
words from someone who's even more surrounded.
Yeah.
Left check.
The only thing I am surrounded by is fear and soon to be dead men. I'm just kidding. I don't say that.
He's rethought.
Like, I act like I'm not scared, but I say bring it.
All right, let me see about bringing up the map here.
All right, it's time to get it on.
You seem like a decent fellow. I don't want to kill you. You seem like a decent fellow. I hate to die.
Uh-oh, somebody made
Yeah.
a thing. Everybody's got to take a drink now.
What, a Princess Bride
You
joke?
did what now?
Yeah, but who makes a reference to a movie, you got to drink.
That seemed a
It's a
little harsh.
thing.
That's new.
It is.
Yeah.
Just now. Party.
Mahogany, what are you drinking?
Looks like,
What old Tullamore do?
hey.
What is that?
Right out the bottle, too.
Irish whiskey.
Woo!
It's delicious. It's so
I
smooth.
gotta get caught up.
I'm also drinking Guinness. I'm mainly drinking Guinness.
My goodness.
Exactly. Exactly, Terrence.
Yeah.
All right, hold on. I'm having a weird technical issue.
I'm assuming this part is the getting edited out part.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I just want to say one thing about America.
You know, to almost guarantee how it's gonna be edited out is Michael starts off the conversation.
That seems a bit harsh.
You invited me to your wedding. Get ready.
And 2 words. Children, bukkake. No, I'm kidding.
Hello, police.
Seriously. Like WHAT, what?
What?
Bukkake actually has a meaning.
Ruby,
Yeah.
I'm good.
I'm
with
sure
that.
you're going to really dazzle us with this one.
Is it man soup?
Oh.
Is it ball butter?
No, it's bukkake udon noodles. It's a Japanese udon recipe.
No. Who eats that?
Enjoy
Why
your
does
favorite.
their cum look like udon?
I would be afraid to order that, even in Japan.
I'm pretty sure
Not
that
the
the
other.
noodles probably came before
Yeah, no.
the foreign category.
Well, have you guys ever heard of a wet noodle bowl?
Imagine long before.
It doesn't sound like, I mean, just because you said it, and the way you said it, and in the
Is
context.
this like one of those
Which
soggy
said it.
biscuits?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
So it's
of.
your open mouth. 5 dudes.
I'd rather not.
Okay, then.
Could we avoid that?
Anyway.
Congratulate myself for figuring out that small technical issue with a small step.
Excellent work, sir.
You right. You should backtrack a bit.
Yep.
You just skip that.
That John,
You know,
is that
I
Jon
was-
Snow coming out of the woods?
I don't know how to say bukkake backwards, so I'm just gonna go.
We'll kick it.
I don't think this would be a good place for you to camp tonight.
Why not? It's warm. There's already a fire going.
Oh yeah. Then he says you guys are already surrounded, and then were you actually going to try and bluff and say that he's surrounded?
Why not? I'm not going to lose anything for doing it. Yeah, I'll give it a shot.
Just out of respect.
And I'm curious as to know how surrounded we are.
What's 3 minus 2? 1. You're already surrounded, loser.
Yeah, why don't you role play what a -1 bluff check would sound like?
Yeah, well, you're already surrounded, stupid.
Perfect.
Yep. But you're surrounded by your mom.
Yeah.
And stuff.
That's exactly how that goes.
Big.
Your mom's surrounded. So can we roll to see how surrounded we are?
You can give me a perception check.
Yeah. I'm gonna take a look around.
Does a 14 get it?
A 20.
I got a 20 also. Not in roll it, but
Oh wow, Matt, when you're away from that mic,
Yeah.
we can hear it.
You have to lean back to your natural sitting position before you talk, otherwise it sounds like you're
Oh.
3 rooms away.
sorry, I got a 20 also.
All right. There do appear to be 1 or 2 more people in the woods around you, but you can't really make out exactly where they are.
All right. Can I act?
Yeah, you can attempt to.
Do I? I can't. Can I tell approximately where they are?
Not exactly, no. They seem to be behind the trees, so they're not out where you can, perceive them. They're hidden well.
All right.
Maybe we can talk this through. No one has to die or be hurt.
Well, we don't plan on killing you. Just we want what you got. You drop your weapons and head on back to town, and we'll call it even Stevens.
That will
Who are you anyway?
It wasn't you that robbed me. It was the dead father that robbed me, and I just want what's rightfully ours back.
Maybe you could explain what it is that you're looking for.
Yeah, to tell you what we were looking for would be
Well, if we can't give it to you if you don't tell us what it is.
you give us that little trinket there, and I think that'll take us where we need to go. And he points to Sonder, who's holding the trinket.
I've already tucked the trinket away. Put it in my upstairs pocket. I have to take it off me.
That's the booby pocket.
I cast Obscuring Mist.
You begin casting a spell. Roll initiative.
Again.
There
I
it is.
cast it.
Yay, I did
So there's
good.
somatic and verbal components to that spell.
Yeah.
Yeah, then you begin casting a spell. Roll initiative.
All right. Fine.
Fine.
I'm super quiet with that.
And that's everybody. Roll initiative.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
I rolled a nat 20
Ooh.
for 23.
So Amon will go on 23. Akage,
9.
Dorian,
21.
Sonder,
18.
Razbad,
I rolled a 9 as well. My modifier's +3.
Mine is +5.
Okay, you have the go on 9.
and then Cullen.
11. Except for my surprise round.
Yeah, we'll see.
I start combat and then go 12 turns later.
Well, it takes 6 seconds to cast a spell.
No.
So- Oh,
not.
here's your fish.
Take standard action, which is about is only one part of a full round, which is 6 seconds. So, yeah, I mean, we could argue. I mean, a standard action could be half of your full round action, so 3 seconds to cast. 1, 2,
You did, in fact, beat him on the initiative, so I will give you, Cullen, a surprise standard action, which is casting. Your spell goes off. So,
Yeah.
are you casting the spell?
Obscuring mist.
On,
Cast obscuring mist. It's target on me.
okay, and it
Something
does.
around me is 20 feet. Radius from me, it's 20 feet out. So that would be, I guess, be kind of here. 20-foot radius. Cannot be pierced. Nobody can see into it. Not even with dark vision.
And it doesn't move with you, right?
No, it's just stationary.
Okay. Then yeah, just leave your leave that up. And we'll leave that for the obscuring mist. So obscuring mist goes off. Amon, you're horribly trying to bluff this stranger that's approached you in the woods, and then Cullen blast out obscuring mist. You can vaguely see. Oh no, you're actually not inside the mist. You're right outside of it. So the mist covers.
He should be 20-foot radius, actually.
Oh, so you gotta be bigger than that. That's only a 10-foot.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, it should be a 20-foot. Can't count that as 5.
Quick question, just to make sure on rules. When you have weapon finesse, when doing combat maneuvers, do you add your dex instead of strength, like for trip or something, or no?
No.
Okay, just making sure before I do that. That's a feat I need to get then.
There is a feat for that, though.
Yep.
To allow you to use your dex for combat maneuvers, I believe.
Just double checking.
You need to find if there's Arcane Forge. I'm pretty sure I saw where there's like ring effects that I could put on here, but you go ahead and perfectly draw it again like you did, Cullen. That's beautiful artwork that you've got.
Hey, draw it out of the mouse. It'll do. I think that's like.
Who put that dark circle in that yellow line?
I put the yellow line.
I put the dark circle.
Everyone's
Ghostbusters are
playing
fighting.
with
That's enough.
Erase it.
But it's
Oh, another.
right? 5, 10, 15, 20? Or does it not?
Anyway, nobody can see shit.
Nobody can see shit. But that was your action.
Yeah, 20 feet is the entire map, isn't it?
No. It's only
Yeah,
4
move
squares.
that actual circle that somebody. But just
I
no. I
can't.
was gonna say just move it. Oh.
I don't know how to move it.
Hmm.
All I can do is draw it.
Yeah, well, that
There.
right, that's fun right there. That's fun. It's perfect.
That's it.
It's not.
Yeah. There you go.
It's
So-
not 15 on
Close
the top
enough.
and the left. Just saying. Anyway.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be perfect. It's misty all around the edges.
So Amon, it is your go first. You got the highest reaction time, aside from Cullen's spell, but you are now in the obscuring mist.
Yeah, so I can't see anything now, right?
Yeah, it's,
You can. You just have it's 50% miss chance.
Well, if that's the case,
How that works.
I'll just roll with the 50% miss chance
okay.
and then try to attack. Does a 18 hit?
Your 15-foot reach.
Yes.
Okay, I still think you have to step up.
Do I still have to step up?
He's 15 feet straight away from you, but he's at an angle.
Okay, that's fine. Step me up
I'm
one then.
remembering it wrong.
Or step,
No,
me,
that's-
step me down one.
That way.
Down one, sorry. South.
Yep.
And then I will do my 50% miss chance, high or low?
Highest hits.
Highest hits. Nope.
All right. So you lash out through the mist. It parts the mist a little, but not enough for you to get a direct bead on the stranger that came there. Dorian, give me a perception check.
Let's see. Got a 18. Sorry, 19.
So as you and your other two quote-unquote companions in the Salters were tracking this party down, this party who is believed to have, they've taken over the house that Father Solman used to live in, a guy that your gang knows has stolen from them several times. But by the time you got this information and wanted to confront the father on him stealing from your gang, he had already been dispatched with. Then the house was taken over by some book worker from around town. So you waited, and when he left the house, you and your gang scoured the house for any of the stolen goods that were, well, they were your stolen goods first. But the house was empty. You find out later that these guys are leaving the town to go on an excursion of sorts. So the gang
Damn
leader
kids.
decides it would be a good idea to send, 2 or 3 people to follow them and see what it is they're up to. And you've been following them for the better part of a day now. It was when they got to this campsite that the leader of your excursion party, what did I name him? Scavis, directed you to circle the party.
Okay.
It was him, Scavis, and this angry little dwarf named Duggar surrounded the party. You noticed, however, as that bright light went off, that they were wearing a ring that you two wear. A ring that designates them as part of the order. It's your turn.
Making a split-second decision, I decide that maybe it's time to just shed this cover story.
So that's where your character is, up there above the tree.
Okay.
It's the story, not your clothes.
I quickly round the corner and towards Scavis, saying, "Shit, they got a magic user, man."
All right, where do you move to?
Towards Scavis, trying to get up to him if possible.
10, 15, 20, 30 would get you there.
All right. I have my short sword in my hand. I guess I'll just double move up to behind him, and with the intention of seeming like I'm going to ask what to do next.
Okay.
What do we do now, boss?
That was you, Thunder. You are amongst the mist.
So I don't really know exactly where he is now that this mist has popped up, but I know the direction that he was in. So I'm gonna move right here.
Okay.
And I am going to Burning Hands in his direction. And I'm going to fucking miss.
I don't think you have to. I have to roll a reflex.
It's just a
Okay.
Right, if you just kind of point it towards where you thought he was, he hasn't
Oh
moved.
yeah.
Now, are
It's
you
just
pointing? Are you doing it straight
I'm
at
doing
him,
it-
or are you doing it? Are you doing it straight to
doing
the
it-
right?
I'm doing it like I want to be going like this. Like I knew he was there,
Okay.
so I'm moving to where
Yeah, so
in
Terrence,
this mist. I think is
Dorian's
there.
gonna
Yes,
have
it'll
to hit it
probably
too.
hit Terrace.
Yeah.
As well.
It's fine.
So
I don't know him.
yeah, you don't know he's there or
I mean,
anything.
you don't, yeah.
Yeah.
So what is the DC for the reflex save?
The DC is 17. No, that's cast defensively. DC 15.
Okay.
All right. Scavis made it.
I got a 17 actually.
Scavis got a 21.
All right, so you guys get
damage.
half.
Well, actually, I don't. But
You got fire resistance too.
He's a rogue.
He's got dodge it and don't take damage
Ah.
ability.
So, your boy Scavis gets 1 point of damage.
Mm.
all right.
On that note, it is Scavis's go. The fire hits him, and he curses. God damn it! Slick, why did you leave this? Let me start over. Slick, why did you leave your position? You could have got him from that side.
It's
And then he does
There's pea soup in there, boss. I can't see a thing.
And then he does a quick whistle, a whistle that you're familiar with for his other companion to take action and attack. 5-foot step in the direction where the flame came from. He'd be attacking into the forest or into the mist. There's going to be a 50% miss chance for him there.
Another quick question: would I be able to do an attack of opportunity because he leaves my threatened squares? Mess that up. No.
He also 5-foot stepped.
Oh, that's right. Never mind.
And because he's completely concealed from you,
That's why I was
you would not
wondering
be
about.
able to see.
That's
Okay.
right.
Well, I mean, it's 50%. It's a
Well, I don't
Right.
think you can take attacks of opportunity if they have concealment or.
Okay,
Yes.
I was making sure of that.
it is,
50% is total concealment, half concealment.
it's within, if they're within 5 feet, it's concealment. And then more than 5 feet away, it's full total concealment.
Yeah, so he couldn't even see him to do that.
Right.
Yeah, you have to be within 5 feet of you.
So he swings out. I got a 21 on the perception or on the percentiles, but I only got a 10 to hit you, Sonder.
You do not hit me.
And it's
Back.
I'm sorry. Back up. He wouldn't have hit you anyway. He's using a reach weapon. So he would have swung from there and missed. But he jabs out into the mist to try and connect with wherever the fire came from. And nothing happens. So since he didn't have to move up to hit you, he is probably going to move up here. That would be swinging around you there, Terrence, if there was anything you wanted to do.
Oh, sure, actually. Well, since he's not expecting it, would I get a sneak attack on him?
He'd be flat-footed against you, yeah.
All right, well, then I pre-rolled for my turn. I rolled a 19, which is a critical threat, but I only rolled a 3 to confirm, so I don't think it hits him. But
Well, you still hit, you just don't confirm.
all right, so then that would be...
Or we're not doing confirms. Well, we are doing confirms when it's not natural 20.
Yeah, I know. I watched the previous episodes. It was a 9, yeah.
Thanks.
7 damage.
7 damage. All right.
Sorry, Charlie.
As he walks by, his attention focused on the fog. You reach out with your short sword
Mm-hmm.
and slash him as he's walking by, and he turns a look of surprise and shock, and he's just like, "You filthy fuck!" And he turns his weapon onto you. He'll still take that same distance away from you, so he can have his. You have to move through his threatened square to try and get next to him again, if that's what you plan to do.
All right.
But that is his turn. Cullen.
Okay, so and we haven't seen any other movement anywhere else.
Not yet, no.
So obviously I know the danger's in that direction, so I'm gonna move towards the edge of. I'm gonna move here.
Okay. Wait, leave it up until I move you there, please. And I'm gonna do it between
right
two
there,
screens.
fine.
Okay.
And so from there I can see like 5 foot in front of outside of the mist or whatever with just concealment, which is 20%. So I don't know if that gives me. Do I see anybody in this area?
You do not see anybody in that area, no. I suppose you could probably see Terrence's character there.
But these are like right here. These are like, is that? I mean, those are just like bushes, trees, or something.
Trees.
I can move to?
Yeah, I mean you can see around the trunks and stuff, but you don't see anybody over there now.
Okay, if I don't see anybody, then I'm gonna use my second move to move out to here.
Okay.
But I mean, you see Terrence's character, and you didn't see him betray his friend.
No, but I did see him. I do see that his attention is focused the other direction, so I will be behind him.
Aha. Fair enough.
So yeah, as you come out from around that tree there and look up, you can see the man that you saw before. He's got this polearm pointed towards this newcomer in the group, who also has his sword pointed towards the stranger, but it's got a glint of blood on the blade. But that's a double move for you.
Would he be able to see that Terrence's character is wearing a ring?
I wear gloves.
With the
Oh, all right.
Defeating a coin purse, Terrence.
Akage, there you go.
So
I would have noticed. I probably would have noticed the sword and the blood and the fact that he's pointing away from us more than anything than looking at a finger 20 feet away. But I would be honestly. I don't know if I'll be looking for that just yet. He's going to have to draw probably attention to it in some way.
Good point.
Akage, here you go.
I can only see 5 feet in any direction,
Correct.
so I don't know which way is the way out of the fog.
Right. You do know that it
Yeah.
burst from right next to you, so you are
Yeah.
close to being at the center of it.
And I'm kind of freaked out by that in general. So I'm going to roll a d4 to see which direction I go in.
D8.
Well, I got a tent and a fire right
Let's
next
go
to me.
through the fire. Let's just go with the terrified stuff.
Fire. But you also know too. You
I'm
also know where
terrified.
the threat. You know where the threat was coming from, and also the sounds of battle, the direction that's coming from, versus silence. So it's more of a.
That
decision to
is
run
a fair
towards-
point. Yes, that is a
towards,
very good point.
battle or away from it.
All right. Your argument has swayed me. I will go toward where I heard the battle, which was
A creature is sneaking up on us.
this way.
Okay.
But I got 40 feet of movement, so 25, 30.
This is 25 now.
Now
And-
they're a swarm.
When I come
Okay.
out, will I be able to see? Okay, I guess that's just where I'll stop, and I will brandish my weapon at the seemingly bandit-looking guy ahead of me,
Yep.
and I do not make us hurt you. That's my action. Will be to speak and to intimidate. I will roll to intimidate.
Okay.
I do not wish to hurt you, but I will if I must.
You don't wish to be hurt.
That's a 13. Intimidate.
A small Asian child runs out of the mist and threatens you, Dorian.
Teenager. The medium-sized Asian teenager.
A small person.
I have my doubts.
Razbad.
He's got a glaive.
Well, my original plan is held by our samurai. So, coming out of the mist, I will be north of them here. And I pre-rolled a perception check of an 18 to assess kind of this situation. But I imagine from there I cannot see.
You can see through that tree you're next to, but it's, if you were to do ranged or something through it, it would be with cover. You can see that Skavis has a defensive stance, but he's pointed more towards this newcomer you haven't seen yet. Well, that's really it.
Well, I know Skavis has threatened me. I'll look over at the half elf. Who are you?
Oh, I'm sorry. I ignore him pointedly.
Pointedly ignored.
Filthy half-breed. He is filthy. I gave him
Both
soap.
of your halfies. Pair of halfies.
You need to stop such rumors and ill speak.
Amon, you hear footsteps approach from behind you.
No!
Ooh. It's a 20% miss chance when next to each other.
Something like that.
A short dwarf with a giant club comes up behind you and swings.
Wing,
Oh.
bada.
A 24 to hit your AC.
Wait, hold on. Nope,
Wait.
not even that would help. Yeah, that hits.
All right. And I rolled a 75 on the percentiles. He screams. He swings this giant club at your midsection, and he does 15 damage.
I have one health point left, guys.
We are level 2, sir.
Where's
Yeah,
my...
well, when a fighter rolls nearly max damage with a great club,
So is it
for the-
high or low hits? Because you rolled 75 and then like 21. And then-
high hits.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
so
that one
21 would have
hit.
hit, a 75 would have hit with this 20% miss.
One.
No, when it was 50% for me, you rolled a 21.
Or no, it would have been if he was next to you, it would have been 20%. But
That's
then-
why when he backed up, he said he missed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I
when he
see.
backed up to 10 feet with his ranged weapon, that was a miss.
So to be
Oh.
clear, high makes it or high?
high makes.
Call it.
Okay, high makes it.
I always hit.
Okay.
And just for the edification of our audience, obscuring mist always sucks.
Yeah, never cast it.
It's a terrible
doesn't.
spell, and you
It
should
isn't.
get rid of it out of your spell
It
list
is.
if you have it. For the
I
audience.
personally
This is
think it's fantastic.
This is a
at this
perfect
very
situation
moment.
for obscuring mist because
Yeah.
normally we all roll shit on initiative, and so we would have all been sitting ducks while we were surrounded by 2 people. And
The
Like,
obscuring
actually,
People
mist.
that
Plus-
snuck up to us through the mist.
Obscurium Miss is a
Yeah.
good ninja vanish without trace trick.
Which, if you all notice, is what Cullen did. I
We
used it.
haven't talked
effectively.
about combat tactics yet. It's okay.
Oh, so my tactics are for Cullen at this point, until we're more formally organized.
And speaking of combat tactics, maybe y'all can go over that between episodes because we're out of time.
Ready?
Oh, wait, really?
Yep.
Wow.
Alright.
We'll see y'all next episode.
Next
Ah.
episode.
Hey!
Hey.
Yeah.
Drink Mountain Dew.
Oh my God, is that
That's
serious?
weird.
It's 8:20, so I want a cigarette and some ice cream, and then we'll start recording the next episode.
Yeah, that's all right. That's all good.
Do you start? You keep the same audio going, or?
Yeah, I'm about to stop it now. But I like for it to be able to trail off.
Hello, friends. Have you or a loved one recently passed away, but are so tired of all the boring, tear-stained memorial services? Sick of awkward silences at the wake, with relatives you barely know eating cold broccoli casserole and macaroni? Is standing somberly dressed in black while a coffin is lowered into the cold, cold ground with only the rain to hide your tears becoming a drag? Then come on down to Dr. Wizzo's Clown Funeral Home at Bounce Castle Emporium. Hi there, I'm Wizzo Thompson. I have a BA in Mortuary Sciences, a doctorate in Jocularity Arts, and a certificate in Bounce Castle Technologies, and I want to put the fun back in funeral. Come mourn with a smile in our state-of-the-art Bounce Castle Chapel. Take a last look at the dearly departed in our ball pit viewing room. Was the deceased a youngster? No problem. Our fun coffins depicting non-copyrighted cartoon characters come in junior sizes too. You'll laugh as our all-clown pallbearer crew do hilarious coffin-carrying pratfalls. Watch in astonishment as we cram the casket, the pallbearers, the gravediggers, 20 bouquets of squirting flowers, 53 folding chairs, the next of kin, and a poorly trained dancing bear we call Reverend Bitey, and our fun-colored microhearse to go to the graveside service. Distinguished military career? We got you covered with our patented 21 cream pie salute. Finally, send your loved one down a deep dark hole in our loop-de-loop interment twisty slide. What's that? Want to cremate instead? Then you'll love our Insto-Blammo corpse cannon. We'll blast your loved one's mortal remains into a fine white ash before your very eyes. I'm Dr. Wizzo, and I think that if life's a joke, the death should be one too. Call today!